Hey everyone, it's Joy here. Welcome back to my channel for another Shark Week Card Event 2022 video. This video is sponsored by Hero Arts. I'm using their new, well, it's not new, their Surf's Up Fancy die along with their new Message in a Bottle stamp set. Okay, here is that fancy Surf's Up fancy die. It's got some awesome waves, a surfer, a surfboard, and of course the little shark. So this is what we're going to use out of this die. And then I am using the Message in a Bottle stamp and coordinating die. So that's the bottle that our little shark is going to be in. So I'm going to die cut this bottle once because I need a solid background. And then I'm going to color this bottle, which I totally forgot to record coloring, but you guys, super simple, and I'll show you the colors that I used here. So these turquoises, BG1110, is for like just the outside to give it a glass look. And then for the cork, I just did some browns, E57, 35, and 33. So really simple, so you can see that little bit of turquoise on the outside. Now I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and trim this around. Now, tip number one, make sure your knife is sharp. Mine was not, so it took a long time to cut it, which was really special. I've had this knife, I kid you not, for probably 18 years, and I really need to get a better one or sharpen it or whatever. So, and I always think that when I use it, and then I forget about it because I don't use it that often. Okay, let's ink blend that die cut background, and I am using Broken China and Salvaged Patina. This is going to be the inside of our little shark in a bottle. So this idea kind of came from, like, sometimes you see some of that wall art that has like these, like the boat in the bottle and things like that, and it kind of can sit on a table or something on your wall, and that was kind of my inspiration for this. Now, Hero Arts has the coolest sand embossing powder, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love this. So what I like to do sometimes is just sprinkle embossing powder on. Now there's no clear ink on the bottom, and I did that for a reason, because if I was to ink it with my ink pad, it was going to give it like harsh straight lines, and I did not want that. So I'm just placing it on the bottom of the bottle, just kind of loose, and I'm going to heat up with my heat tool from the bottom. Because obviously if you do it from the top, all of your stuff, because it's not sticking to any ink, is going to fly everywhere. So I just heat this up from the bottom, and you'll see it start to melt. And once it really starts to melt, you can hit it from the top really quick like I'm doing here. Now I'm die cutting my shark from pewter gray cardstock. I just wanted him to almost feel like a shadow in this container. Then I'm going to add some acetate to that front piece. I'm just going to add some adhesive and then just trim around. And now we can have this little tiny mini shaker, which is what I'm calling this, is like a little cute mini shaker. I'm doubling up some foam tape, taking off the release paper, obviously, and then just adding this around the bottle. And then I'm going to add my little shaker bits. And once again, because I didn't realize it, I'm using Honeybee Stamps crystal bubbles that they no longer have, but obviously you could put anything in your little shaker. I'm going to add some low profile foam tape behind my shark because I do want him to be popped up just a little bit inside of this bottle. So now I put some shaker bits in here, and then I can pull back all the release paper and adhere down the top part of this little bottle. And isn't that so fun? I don't know. I love this. I think it's so, so cute. Then I decided to add in some jute around the top. So I'm going to twist them a couple times. I have some glue on the back and on the front to kind of hold that in place, and then tie a little bit of a knot, and I can trim off the excess, which is just going to give us more of that fun kind of beachy feel vibe. Okay, so here is my question. Oh no, I'm not going to ask the question yet. Hang on. I got to wait a minute. Let me add some of these dewdrops to the front. I added quite a few of these on the card all together, but I'm going to add a few to the front of this bottle, which I just really feel like kind of, I don't know, pumps it up a little. It's just really awesome. And I love these clear dewdrops from Honeybee Stamps. So I put those in place and just adding that with a little bit of liquid glue. Then we're going to do our background. I am using the Dark Sea Bold Prints from Hero Arts. This is newer as well. And I just have a big old piece of cardstock because I can trim it down how I want. And I'm using some, I think this is Salvaged Patina. And I'm going to ink that up. Now, something I noticed and I actually really liked, I'm kind of dragging my ink across and it's giving the background almost this linen look, if that makes sense. So you have this like the drag marks from the ink pad. If you don't want that, you don't have to do that. I'm going to trim that down to a little bit smaller than an A2 size. And then I have a piece of vellum that's going to go behind our little shark in a bottle here. And I'm going to just do some white heat embossing on that. So I'm lining that up with my MISTI, prepping it with my powder tool, using white embossing powder, and then heating that until it's melted. Okay, now I'm going to ask my question. Do you guys have any ocean decor in your house? A seashell, a fish, anything? You guys, my house is covered in large, beautiful seashells. I definitely decorate in coastal design. So yes, I have that. So put that in the comment below to be entered in for the giveaway. Oh, and Hero Arts is giving away, let's see, they're giving away the Surf's Up die for you guys, the Surf's Up die set. Okay, so I have some low profile foam tape behind my bottle here, and I popped that up onto the vellum that has our sentiment. And then I'm gonna also add some foam tape behind this as well, because I do want this to be popped up. I've definitely been using more vellum on my projects lately, and I just love it because it adds another layer behind an image without obscuring everything on your background, because I love that Dark Sea Bold Prints background. Then I'm going to add more of those crystal dewdrops from Honeybee Stamps. And then I adhered this to a white A2 size card base, and you guys can see that there's a little bit of a white frame around because I trimmed down that background slightly smaller. Okay guys, remember to leave that comment down below to be entered into the giveaway. Also, all the information for the giveaway is below in the description and also on my blog. So definitely check that out. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. Come back tomorrow for another Shark Week card event video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.